All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. And I'm not even sure that we are still together here fighting for the same goal, because we have taken a huge hit in the last maybe 72, 48 hours or so. It's not looking good for a lot of things. My JASMY is no exception, because it's still part and parcel of this market. And I don't want to hear anybody saying that, yeah, you know what, JASMY is a scam coin, this and that. That's why. No, this is something that is happening right across the board. The reasons are just that the United States has imposed like a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico. Canada, of course, retaliated with another 25% on US goods. I think you've already heard the story. Now the question is, are we just going to continue dumping like this? Is this the beginning of the bear market? A lot of people are asking that question. And to be honest with you, I think it's something that is very much justified. So right now, to be honest with you, just looking at the JASMY price, that is not going to be enough. In any case, if we've been looking at the JASMY price, looking at previous models and stuff like that, all of those things, to be honest with you, I think they are out of the window. They are totally invalidated. This is the biggest crash that we have seen in this market in terms of like the amount of money that has been liquidated, because you can see here that $2 billion, actually at some point it was even as high as $2.2 billion liquidated from the crypto market in the last 24 hours alone. This actually is bigger than COVID-19, if you want to believe it, and also bigger than the FTX crash, which actually brings me to my next point here, just to spread a little bit of positivity here, that the two events we just mentioned, the COVID crash as well as the FTX collapse, they actually marked the bottom of the bear market. We have not been in a bear market for crypto, but the honest truth is that most altcoins have been in a bear cycle. They have not been able to pump against the BTC price. JASMY is a little bit of an exception because it was doing really great against Bitcoin, but I would say 98% of this market has not been in a bull market at all. That's why you feel like the market is very bearish when the total market cap is actually at all-time highs. It's because all the money has just been concentrated at Bitcoin. And now I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, this liquidation event that we saw right across the board can be a catalyst to go ahead and try to rotate some money back into altcoins. Coin itself has actually not had much of casualties, but things like Ethereum, for example, were crashing like minus 37% in the last 60 hours alone. That's really crazy. Now for BTC, it's only down maybe from the very top right there. You're looking at an 18%, 17%. That's still normal. The danger is that if BTC starts breaking its support levels right around maybe here $90,000, $89,000, yeah, we could see another round of liquidations one more time. Man, this market is really tough, and I will say that this market is not for everybody. And you may be wondering, how are people making money? It's because we have survived things like this, the FTX crash that I was talking about, and then we have also survived things like this one here, the COVID-19 capitulation. So yeah, I mean, for me, who have been through these two events, like, because these are the two that I really remember well. So if history is gonna be any indication here, I would hope that in the macro, this is the catalyst that we needed for some kind of circulation and rotation in the market. If you take a look at the stock market, because the stock market has not had time to react to this, because the tariffs were announced like towards the already ending of the trading day. But we can see, very interestingly, Amazon, for example, is up in pre-market 1.3%. We can see things like Meta is up 0.32% pre-market. Microsoft is up 0.02%. We could get some kind of a bounce if these stock markets open, and it's not really all that bad. Now let me touch a little bit on the JASMY price at itself. It appears as if like the chart is being suspended in thin air. You can see that like the whole downfall is not yet done, because you'll be looking at 1.6 cents here, 1.57 cents as the main support level. It just looks like that, to be honest with you, like it's just suspended in there, like the move is not yet done towards the downside. So probably more pain is still gonna be coming. But if we look immediate short term, yeah, we have had those flash crash structures that usually end up playing like this. Let me just show you one more time. So you have that collapse, right? You pump one more time towards the up, you drop, and then either here you get a rejection, right, and you move to set a new low, or here you don't get a rejection and then you continue pushing towards the upside. So we'll see what happens here with JASMY, but I would say that 100% this is nothing to do with the JASMY price set. The macro is actually much more in control, and we'll see how the stock market opens today. Probably I'll go live if I have got time in and I don't have anything else to do, but it's one of those days where it's painful to be a crypto holder, but we have known that, I mean, this is exactly what we signed up for, right? Not losing money, but there are moments like these. If you ask me, I'm not in a loss in the JASMY price, but I'm very sure that a lot of people are. The advantage that I just had is that I got in early with JASMY throughout this whole time and was accumulating JASMY. So that is an advantage, but I know that it's not the same for a lot of people, and I nobody should be bragging about that, right? So it's going to be hard holding this cryptocurrency. It's going to be hard holding anything, right? Hold Ethereum, and then you'll find out that it's pretty much the same thing that is happening. Hold anything that you want from this list, right? And there are some good ones. I mean, Ondo, for example, you can see, what is that? Tron. Oh, it's actually holding up pretty well. Anything that is crypto related is down right at this point. I actually forgot to mention that in terms of a bounce that can show up in the market, there is a CME gap right around maybe $102,000 for Bitcoin. And with these CME gaps, they usually get filled in the coming week, right? So this week, there is a 99% chance that you can get BTC back above 100k. When that happens, JASMY is also just going to be bouncing very much strongly with the rest of the market. But in the very unlikely scenario, the 1% that the CME gap doesn't get filled, I mean, yeah, it's a luta continuum. So for now, everybody's crying. I mean, the bears are winning this thing. I'm very sure they will be there in the comment section saying that we told you that JASMY is a scam, it's an S-word coin and this and that. But really, that's has always been the dynamic of this market. And yeah, I will try all my best to keep in touch with you guys in these worst times, because yeah, it's not going to be an easy journey. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you probably in a live stream or not. Some of those things I'm just going to be doing them as the news is going to be coming, so that, you know, we just keep in touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.